Hello everybody, I am back. I'm happy to be back, and I'm going to be streaming tomorrow Stardew Valley 1.6 because it's coming out tomorrow, if you didn't know. And I will be streaming on my Twitch, twitch.tv/JaxGames. I do hope to see you there, and I'll be playing the new update, and I'll be starting a new farm on the new farm. That was a confusing sentence, and I don't know how I messed it up so many times. Probably because it's a confusing sentence. Anyways, I'm going to be telling you my prediction for what this farm could be, and let's get into it right now. 7 farm types there is currently: the standard, the river, the forest, the mountain, the wilderness, Four Corners, and the beach farm, which all add different things, or, the basic farm, aka the standard farm. Anyways, on to what each one adds. The river farm is good for fishing and growing the crops that you don't need to water if you put them next to a water source. I forgot what rice and the other one, I don't know what it is. I will probably put the image on screen right now. The forest farm is good for leveling up your foraging with the forageables that spawn there, and the hardwood stumps. The mountain farm is good for mining because it has a quarry that spawns some rocks depending on your mining level each day. The wilderness farm is good for leveling up your combat because if you wait until it gets dark, it starts spawning monsters, which some monsters can even drop the super rare hat. I also forgot what the living hat. I did not almost say I forgot what it was called. You did not hear that. And the Four Corners farm is good for multiplayer, and the beach farm is good for putting stuff down, like buildings. It's more space for buildings. Anyways, my prediction for the new farm will be a farm centered around farming. I know that's technically the standard farm, and the Four Corners farm kind of fits the 3 of the farms, the first 4 farms, not the wilderness farm, but the first 4 farms, which is the standard, river, forest, and mountain farm. I keep forgetting their names. And the beach farm, it just has a lot of space, which it's one of the only farms other than the wilderness farm, but the wilderness farm's downside can be turned off. But the beach farm's downside cannot be turned off unless using mods, and its downside is not being able to use sprinklers outside of a set location, and obviously in your greenhouse. So, my prediction for the new farm will be it's probably in between the standard and beach farm, and it has some benefit towards what is it called? Animals. Like, it either makes animals grow faster, produce more, or gain happiness faster, which is weird because the main prediction right now for the farm is it's some sort of swamp farm, but he could have done something. Animals love swamps, I think. I don't know. But, I mean, it makes sense. I think. Definitely. Maybe. Anyways. So yeah. Each farm is kind of a part of a skill, or has multiple skills, or some specific aspect of the game, which is why I also think there's not going to be an 8-player multiplayer farm, because If I remember correctly, the 8-player multiplayer is only coming to PC, and so that wouldn't really work for everybody, especially consoles and phone, so I am 90% sure it's not going to be a 8-player farm, unfortunately. But it definitely could be a swamp farm with some kind of animal benefits, maybe. I don't know, I just think that would be nice. And anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you had a great day.